Hello.
A nice filter.
It's not a filter. It's like more.
Is it condition?
I mean, it's like for black wrinkles under my eyes.
Oh, you want to be perfect.
I mean, no, I'm just sick, and it makes me feel like just beats better.
Where are you from?
I'm Russian.
Okay, I thought you were Ukrainian.
Why?
Your look. I think your ancestors are from Ukraine. Yes.
uh, to be honest, I have like no Ukrainian blood. I have a Slovenic like appearance. I'm Russian, a bit Jewish, and probably like Tatarian. So
Hmm. Are you
that's it.
currently in Russia?
Yes, I am in Russia.
So, how many of your families are fighting in Ukraine right now?
I guess unfortunately my dad is gonna be there, cause but yeah, I mean wait a second, okay? I will sit more comfortable.
Yes.
I'm sorry for my man's voice. I just I'm sick, so that's
Oh no, I don't mind. Please be comfortable with any voice that you have. Oh,
thank
so,
you.
so I mean, I have to ask, are you okay with him being in Ukraine?
Um, well, I understand it's a war, and I have a lot of acquaintances. I'm sorry. Where are you from?
France.
France. Tu parles français?
Oui.
Moi aussi, mais
Ah,
comme
tu
c'est
parles
comme
très
ça.
bien. Tu parles très bien.
Parfois, c'est difficile de parler parce que j'ai des. I have a lot of thoughts, but I forget the words in French. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I guess you just need to practice to remember. But your French is so good. Good
je
job.
sais. Merci beaucoup. D'accord.
Yes.
Uh, English. Okay, English is just easier.
Mm.
Then I understand it's war, and I have a lot of acquaintances and even friends who are guys and who are like 20 plus, 22, 25, and they are already there because they were like in army. And in Russia, the mobilization touches people who have like uh, this registration or no, the document they were in army, or like if they were drivers and they had like license and other shit. So one of my friends is already there, and he was okay with this. I mean, he was like, okay. Also, my other friend who is 22, I guess he's gonna be like taken.
So
And
how do you feel about that? Like those people that you know in Ukraine fighting.
I mean, of course, it's kind of sad, of course, because like, but um, I respect them. I really do, because it's scary as shit, and there is a huge percent they're not gonna be back, and they're gonna die. There is a huge percent, but a lot of Russians, they had a possibility to leave the country. They had these days to just leave if they were afraid. So some people they are gone in Finland, others in Kazakhstan and other countries.
Yes, but don't you think that's just dumb to die in Ukraine just for Russia to control Ukraine?
It's not. Wait. Okay, I will continue. So these people who stayed here and who are gonna fighting, they are brave and they're gonna die. I hope no, they're not gonna die, but they are ready to die for our country, and that's what I really respect. What if we're talking about this conflict? Um, we should all understand that there is no like truth. There's no fucking truth because all news they say like different things because there are huge propaganda. I mean, I read a lot of like Ukrainian SME, and they're like writing just holy shit. The things which don't happen. So awful things about Russian army, awful things about the territory where I live. I live in Crimea, and
Oh, you are from Crimea?
yes. So
Oh.
I know what was here in 2014. I know what are people here and what do you think. So uh, people here in 2014. I was a kid, but doesn't matter. I remember everything what was here, and also my parents. And in 2014 here, people just, I don't know if you know, people voted to become a part of Russia because when it was Ukraine here,
Yeah,
we
but you
had
know,
like,
the problem is when they voted, it was next to a Russian army. So we don't know if the vote is real or not.
God, I mean, I was here, and people who I knew, they all were like for Russia. And I mean, what the heck? Now we have like huge parades and huge every Monday and every Friday at school we have like our oh my God, gim. So we sing a song of our country with the flag, and we're proud of it. So we have a huge feeling of patriotism. So it's not even close to be not ours. It's what we think. And I just remember this day in 2014 in March when my family too, we went in the city center and there were just like, oh my gosh, I have like, no, these things, I don't know. Um, it was in the city center and there were just huge amounts of people, I guess like all the Sevastopol, and they were like with Russian flags and they were screaming like motherland, motherland, we're gonna be back, we're gonna be back, and we're gonna become Russian again. And they really wanted it because um, when we were a part of Ukraine didn't care like economically about us. So we had no development, we had like problems with kindergartens, parks, water, and other shit. And when we became Russia, everything step to step, starting like to become better. I mean, we have like new parks, new hospitals, new places to work, and other things. So wait, about war now. Uh, place where you live in Europe, the news there, they are all about Russia is an aggressor and Ukraine is not. I mean, Ukraine is a victim. And of course, it's like this. We should all understand that your country who supports Ukraine politically, your country is not gonna say good things about Russia. Your country is gonna say things which are um, convenient to say. Like they want you to
Yes,
think.
but
They want you to think.
I don't think like my country. I just think like every news that I read and what is logical. You know, when I see that Putin sent its army in Crimea to basically just take Crimea and have its control, this is not okay. This is not how
Wait,
a land
wait.
is
Who said
removed.
Crimea?
Yes.
Putin sent his.
Yes,
Repeat again.
back in 2014, Putin sent its army. They were all wearing black without any flag on it, and they were all in Crimea because basically that was a message that he was sending to Ukraine saying, if you try to come here, we will fight. This is our land now.
Wait, what? Where did you read this?
It was everywhere back in the days.
Hey,
You can't find those information on the net. Because
that's.
there was Russian people, you know, taking photos of themselves, videos. There are many
But
proofs. Yes.
wait, we had to become Russian because here Russian soldiers were fighting. They were fighting for this land many years ago. My grandparents, they were fighting for this land, Russian soldiers in many wars, and they were dying for this land. And officially, this land was ours till I'm sorry, till Ekaterina II took it. I don't remember the year, unfortunately. Let me check. So then, just we became Ukraine, but we have never been Ukrainian. And people who live here, they're all for Russia.
But
And
to me, it's
yeah,
not about this because you just don't take the land from a country by force. Because it's almost like saying, oh no, Crimea belongs to the Tatar people. Oh no, actually, Stalin took them out from the land, so now it's only Russians. You know,
hey, people who lived here, they voted, and 90 plus percent were for becoming this country. And Ukraine didn't care, and Ukraine don't care now that people here they don't want to be Ukrainian, huh? So they don't mind about people's opinion.
do,
Is it okay? It's not. It's definitely not.
do you think the votes in Russia are all like clear without any
I'm
corruption?
sure. I'm just sure. I'm just sure without like 100% because I live here and I hear the people. And Sebastopol isn't too big, the place where I live, the city. So of course I don't know all of Sebastopol, but I know a lot of people. Believe me. And I heard a lot of like mm, adults. I heard a lot of people, and what I hear, it's 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 never about we should become war of Ukraine, blah blah blah. It's never like this because people who wanted to be Ukrainian, they left. They're gone. They're gone in Ukraine now.
Yes.
So that's it. And this military operation, of course. Wait, and you're not gonna be have the opinion like I do because we have different like positions. We have different spheres of life. So I live here, you live there, and information you have is only from news, which which can be true or not. So and you're not gonna have the same opinion I do because there's no truth. I mean, maybe what I think is not true, and definitely it's not true because like we can't know everything. The information in news is fake everywhere. It can be just like close to true, but never true 100%. So, and to be honest, I stopped watching news at all. So I had like publics which publicated like videos from the war like of Russia and Ukraine, and I saw a lot of like terrible videos, and I just stopped because it was scaring. So I just blocked this shit. And now I have the opinion of only what's happening like right here. I see the military stuff, which is here. I see the work of my military, of Russia's military. Um, I see what people are saying. I see what soldiers think. I see what they say because some of I have one friend who is back from this war between Ukraine and Russia, who were taken in February 22, and who was back in I guess May or June. So he told me a lot of things what was there, and it's awful from the point of violence because it's like definitely people killing each other, but it's it's different. I mean, the worst thing Russian soldiers say, it's Ukrainian captive because it's unfortunately it's true. Ukrainians have a lot of like not aggression but offense now, because of course, like it is a fact. Russia was the one who attacked first, and that's why they have this offense and aggression. But people should never become like animals. But in Ukrainian captive, what they do is just like taking people, and they can shoot them
Okay,
shooting
but
the news.
if I say the same things for Russia, you're gonna say no. This is fake news.
Because I know what's happening there by histories of my friends who I can believe. They're
Yeah,
not
but
gonna say
your friends read Russian news. So actually,
they
it's
don't read
almost
news.
like
They're fighting. How can they read news? They have no telephones. I fuck. I have my friend now who was gone 2 weeks ago, and he has a wife, and he has 2 kids, and he was gone, and he wrote me like, Karina, like, wish me good luck. I'm going. Everything's gonna be fine. Like, thank you for all and this. And I'm writing him now, and he can't answer. He just can't answer.
I know.
How can
I
they read news?
I know
They know
this
what's just
this is
happening
such a
there.
bad situation, but because you think that Russia is the best, we are in this situation. If Crimean people would think, "Oh, I see, now Ukraine is not the same as before. It is becoming a real democracy, not like Russia, where Putin is staying for 20 years and nobody can take him out." And you cannot see that, sadly, you know. And this will create so much pain for the whole world. Maybe
Okay, wait.
World War
What do
III
you
will
mean by
start
saying
because of
democracy?
Crimea.
What do you mean while saying democracy? I mean, you mean like supporting LGBT,
No,
or
no,
having
no.
these parents, or what?
We don't
Or
care about the
support
gays.
of
The gays is just
support
a
of
detail. Sorry?
what do you mean about democracy?
I
I need
mean that
arguments.
usually the president change every 5 years. So if the president do bad things, in 5 years he will might have to answer because he won't be in power anymore. That's what's really good about democracy. And every 5 years, usually the president becomes better and better because
Mhm.
it's like the standard of the country, like people ask for better, you know. But if the guy doesn't change, usually it gets worse, such as in Russia. You know, Putin is just like, I will tell you what I think Putin thinks like. Oh, I'm getting old. Let's try to take over Ukraine. That will make a great achievement for my life. And he does not care about people dying. That's the truth. Yes.
Mhm.
That's why
Wait,
it's so
but
bad. I'm sad that you think that way because you know suddenly you're gonna suffer a lot.
me,
Yes.
why?
Because of your family. Every man will go to war, and the longer they stay, the less they will have chance to come back.
But they are gonna die for my country. They're not
Yes,
gonna be.
but if your
Wait,
country was under Ukraine rule, it might be even better actually for you. Maybe in the past it
you said,
wasn't, right?
okay, I'm sorry. You said it's good that a president changes every 5 years. What can you say about Zelensky? What do you know about him? I want to hear just.
I think Zelensky is an okayish guy. Like he speaks Russian. I think he's from I mean, he's not from East, right? I mean, he's from East, I think, right? I'm not sure. And yes, he wants to fight corruption. I wouldn't say he's the best in economics. Yes.
Okay, so he wants to fight corruption. How? What, like, I need facts. How does he want to fight
Well,
corruption?
by not allowing it, but it is tough to get rid of corruption when your country is one of the most corrupted. So it takes time. But
Okay.
you can tell
Mhm.
the guy is a good guy, and you saw how he reacted when the war started. He was like, "I don't need you guys to take me to a safe country. I need to defend the
Do you
country."
really think he's in Ukraine now? Do you really think this why he's in Ukraine now?
Yes, because he
He can
believes in
be
his
in
country,
front of, of course.
and so many
And
people died already.
what do you think about I'm bad in English geography. I don't know how it calls. Wait,
Which one is? You can say in Russia,
uh,
I will understand.
you won't understand.
It's
Север, Запад,
say, sorry.
Запад.
Zabat? Is it a
West.
city?
No, west.
It's country near the west?
West. Just west.
Well, is it a country or a city?
It's the west.
Oh,
West.
okay. Oh, so you mean the Western countries? Or
The part of
what
the
is the meaning of your sentence?
the part of you of the world.
Yes? I understand. I understand. Continue.
Okay. There is like Sud, West,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
okay.
So what do you
Okay.
mean by the West?
What can you say about West, like doctors who did like расследование en dans fuck the I'm trying to remember the word. I'm bad in French. Okay, расследование, enquête, investigation, investigation.
Yeah.
L'investigation sur Vladimir Zelensky, and they show that he takes drugs. You know why?
He takes
I can show you.
rocks?
Takes drugs.
Takes rock. I don't say again.
Drugs.
Oh, he
Drugs.
takes drugs. Okay.
Wait, I can show you a video. Okay.
Yes, but this is fake. It was a montage.
A
Y- y-
montage.
yes, you can see the
Okay.
original.
Wait.
There is no. Yeah, that's when he was talking to Elon Musk, right?
No.
Oh, not this one. Okay.
Zelensky чешет нос. Пиздец. Okay. Wait. I'm gonna find a video. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. That's on his desk when he was talking to Elon Musk, I think.
No.
Владимир, здравствуйте. Я журналист, меня зовут Юрий Десятов. Я не успел спросить у вас сегодня на брифинге. Можно задать пару вопросов? Прямо. Да. Можно задать вам пару вопросов? Скажите, что по поводу вот этой вот истории с нотами с Россией? Как вы будете действовать дальше? А я делаю ну, или новая нота, или
You блядь. Wait, that's just fucking. Так, давай быстрее. В Ukraine.
Do you speak
Wait.
Ukrainian? No, I don't know.
I understand Ukrainian.
Because you said tak. Is it Russian? This word.
It's Russian.
Oh, okay.
But in Ukrainian, tak means yes. I know
Oh,
Ukrainian.
that's why.
Okay.
К военнослужащим вооруженных сил Украины.
Look,
Не позволяйте неонацистам и бендеровцам
he talks with my president, with Putin. Look on his mimics and on how he's acting.
использовать ваших детей, ваших жен и стариков в качестве живого щита. Берите власть в свои руки. Похоже, нам с вами будет легче договориться, чем с этой шайкой наркоманов и неонацистов, которая засела в Киеве и взяла в заложники весь украинский народ. Еще раз обращаюсь к
Okay,
военнослужащим.
I don't know. I don't
His
know.
name?
But to be honest, so I don't think he's a drug addict. But let's say even if let's say he took cocaine, that would be okay. He might like be a bad guy, you know. Let's say be gay and whatever. But in the end, it's what he does for the country, what law he put forward.
Wait,
And right now,
do you
what
know-
he's trying to do is really good.
Okay.
Try to put
what do
Ukraine
you
in the
know-
EU.
What do you know about Donetsk, Lugansk, Donbass?
I know. I know that the Donbass and Luhansk like have some militia that wants to make those region part of Russia, and Russia wants the same. Though,
What else do you know about the history of these three places? From 2014.
well, people have been fighting, and because it is not. So I'm going to tell you one thing. Like us for France, France has an island. It is called La Polynésie française. I think that's the name.
Polynesia.
Yeah,
Je
right,
comprends.
right, like this place. And basically, there was like a small revolution, maybe 40 years ago. And what the French government made is that they will have three votes. They need, like every, let's say, 15 years, they have to vote. And if like the yes wins, then they are on their own, you know. And to me, that's what should have happened to Luhansk and Donetsk, not people taking arms to fight, because obviously Ukraine is going to fight back because it is the land of Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is,
Okay, do you know what was happening there historically from 2014?
yes, there was fights because they want
Ukrainian
those areas, regions, to,
Ukrainian military staff were attacking and bombing these three fucking places
yes, but for a
with
reason.
people. For reason? For what reason? They wanted
Because,
to become independent because Ukraine were bombing there for 8 fucking years since 2014. Ukraine were bombing these three places, Donbass, Lugansk, and Donetsk.
yes,
And I have my boyfriend and his mother's friend who was a doctor there. She's a woman. She's maybe 40 years old. She was a doctor for kids there. So she were taking like those hard situations where when kids they had something really bad, and she saw with her own eyes, and she's Ukrainian. Hey, she saw with her own eyes how Ukrainians were like attacking the hospital where she was working. They were killing their own like people, and now, okay, say me this LNR, DNR, Lugansk, and Donetsk. What is the territory now? Who are they?
well, what do you mean? Like those militias are still fighting for those areas?
No, the documents. Who are they? What passports do they have?
Right now, I guess they have Russian passports. I mean, Russia can give them anything they want, so it is what it is right now. But nobody accepts it, almost in the whole world. And about what you said when they attacked the hospital, I don't know about that, you know. Maybe they attacked it, you know. Maybe they tried to attack a different building, but it was close to the hospital, so it got into the hospital. And sometimes, actually,
How
Russia
can you
attacked the
say this
hospital.
fucking shit?
Sorry?
You don't know what's happening there. I'm sorry, just read about Donetsk,
I,
Lugansk,
I
and
mean, I mean,
no.
you,
How can you say?
because
How can you say?
I have some really, I don't know how to say, like stable information about it. I don't read my news on
Hmm.
some weird websites. You know, some independent
Okay,
journalists reported the news.
okay. How do they call?
Sorry?
How do they call? Can you repeat like these places?
No, I said I read my news from independent journalists.
Great. What do you know about these places? Can you please say? What do
About,
you know about the
uh,
situation? What's happening there
I mean,
on these territories? I'm
peop
talking about these three territories.
there is fights because they want, those people want independence. And
Yes,
when I say those
and then
people, I don't say all the people in the area. I'm talking about the militias. And you don't take the land by fighting. That's not how it works, because the other side is going to fight back too. You know, by force, that's the worst.
how could we make it the other way? How?
Basically, by sometimes blocking the country, and when the president of Ukraine will see that millions of people wants it to change, he will have no choice but to let it.
That's not how it works, man. Do you know? Okay, in February 2022, um, Ukrainian militaries, they were on the border, okay, between Russia and Ukraine. What were they doing there? And also, Ukrainian president, he said he's gonna take Crimea back because it's Ukrainian territory. And one day he said, one day I'm gonna go there and take it back. And in February 2022, they were like on the border between Russia and Ukraine. What were they doing here? What were they doing here? There is a possibility. I can't say that's true because we can't know the truth. There were a possibility that Ukrainians could attack us too because they think it's their land and they said many times they're gonna come back and take this land. What were military stuff of Ukraine doing near our border? What were they doing here?
Oh, yes,
And when
Zelensky
Russia
will
did
take
this step,
back Crimea.
hey, I'm sorry, do you know Crimea and Russia? And there's only one bridge. And if Ukrainians attacked first thing they would do is like destroy this bridge, and we would be just we would have no way to save us. We would have no way to be alive because attacking is easier than protecting.
But
So
under Ukrainian rule, you will be fine.
of course, yes, yes, that's what they say. Do you
What
really
do you
believe
think might happen
bullshit?
to you?
They would, fuck, they would, I, they could do many things. They could force us. They could do many things. And do you know what's
I
happening
think
in
it
Russia?
would be okay.
Really?
Yes, because Zelensky
Okay.
might not even be here in 5 years if he is not re-elected. That's the good thing about democracy.
Oh, really?
And
Do you know the last president of Ukraine? How many years was he a president?
I guess 5.
5. Oh,
Yes.
really?
I don't know.
Mhm.
I think it was 5, but I'm not sure. And the good thing about him is that actually it's the first president that let it go without fighting or without saying this is fake, you know. So that's why Ukraine is a really on a good path to a real democracy, and that's good for the people. That's more fair.
Oh, really? And do you know what is Azov?
Yeah, yes,
What is it?
like the army.
The army of Ukraine, right?
I mean, it's one part of the army.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Great. Do you know what do they say and what do they have on their
Yes, I
clothes?
mean, this is like kind of the most extreme regiment of the Ukraine army, but it's not so important because Ukraine is at war right now, so we
It's
can't
not
beat.
so important that they have Nazi flags and Nazi things on their
It's really
clothes.
a small percentage of them that might have those ideas, but right now Ukraine cannot be picky about it because
They're
it is
Nazis.
against a
Fuck.
country that is 3 times stronger. Yeah.
They were Nazis there. Nazis. Fucking Nazis. It's
So,
not normal.
yes,
And they had terrorists.
at the beginning they were kind of neo-Nazis, but after a while those people were taken out of the group, and now you know it's like thousands of
Really?
people. Yes,
Wait, in Russian captives,
like you see in
they took,
Mariupol, those people
they
were
take
sorry.
When Russians take Ukrainians to the captive, and they see like the tattoos of Nazi things, and they see like the oh my god, this little thing you put on your
Yeah,
clothes,
yes,
like signs, and they're fucking Nazis. And what Ukrainians are saying
like
is like
there was one
like
photo.
one
I think,
photo.
yeah, there was one photo of a guy, but another one, it looked like it, but we weren't sure. But even if that was the case, what's important is what do they do in real life, not what do they think is good. You know, it's like in America.
Do
You
you
have
know who's Bandera? Do you know who's Bandera?
Bandera. I don't.
Bandera. He was a Nazi and he died. And in Ukraine, they had parrots for this crazy man.
Yes,
Parrots.
but obviously not
They're
for the bad
making fun.
things. It's because some people do bad things, but also good things at the same time for the country. So it's not only for
That's
the
so
bad things.
stupid. What you know? What are you doing right now?
Tell me.
Tu justifies les nazis. Justifie.
No. Like
Yes, you're
in
saying.
every man there is bad. Even the best one, let's say Socrates, or like the Greek old philosophers, they all had slaves. So there is bad in every people. We need to condemn them for the bad, but we can sometimes give them some praise for the good. Though, as I mean, your Russian people's life are not worth to be under Russian law. Your life is too precious to die for this reason.
So
So,
wait, in Russia, if you were Russian and you would say this way, you're gonna be just like the предатель. Предатель. Traître.
hmm?
Traître.
Wait, say again?
Le traître.
Sorry, I don't understand. Like,
Traître.
no, your pronunciation, I don't understand, sorry.
Enfelon.
Ah, un traître.
Un traître.
Traître. Traître. Yes.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, I know this is so
I'm
difficult.
Russian.
No, I know, but I'm explaining to you. But I know this sound like that's the most difficult for a non-French, like the tr.
Traître.
Yeah, this one was good. Good job.
Felon. Un felon. Because people who are gone right now, they are not, they have no patriotism. Because they were afraid of being killed.
Where's that? I don't follow.
People in Russia who are gone and who were afraid to fight.
Yes.
These guys, because they were afraid to die, to spend their life for our country.
Yes,
And
they do not want
right
to
now,
die for this reason. To them, it is
right
too
now,
dumb.
my country is safe only because these people work and because they protect us. Because we have like VSU, you know what is VSU?
No.
Ukrainian military stuff which are coming from the air.
Oh.
VSU, it's called.
Oh,
Okay.
HIMARS?
And they have беспилотники. I'm not sure how is it in French. Беспилотники. Беспилотники.
Yeah, like the missiles and
drones. They are sending drones, and Russian military is destroying it with Russian ракеты. Missile.
Yes. Yes, I know this is war, and it's not gonna end.
And that's why I'm proud of these guys, because I'm alive and I can sleep because they're fighting, and they don't sleep, and maybe they don't eat enough, and maybe they miss their friends because their friends die. It's a
Yes.
war, and I respect it only because they're saving us. They are going for the war because they want their moms, their families, their sisters, their daughters, their sons to be safe and to be protected and to be alive. So they are, они жертвуют, ils sacrifient leur vie.
Ils sacrifient leur vie.
Sacrifient leur vie pour leur famille.
Yes, I know. Those people are. You can say those people are courageous, but when you know the truth, those people just don't have the right informations that make them actually. That's a wrong choice. Because to me, it's almost you saying, oh, if I was living under Kazakhstani rules, oh no, this is so bad. We will fight. No, your life is too precious to fight for this reason. Ukraine is a good country. You know, you don't need to fight.
Every
Just
country is good, hey. Every country is good and bad.
right now, Russia is really bad. I'm talking obviously
Oh,
about the politicians.
hmm, I said to you in the beginning, you're not gonna change your opinion. There is no truth, and probably your opinion is right. Probably mine is right, and you just don't know what you're saying. Maybe I don't know what am I saying. Yes, there is no truth because war never happens because of one person as a conflict. Conflict starts only because of two people. It's just the understanding. Every conflict starts because of two. War is bad, war is awful. But we have what we have. And I'm proud of people, of my friends who are just 22. They could leave the country and be safe. But no, they're going to fight for us and for my country. And for me too. That's why I can be here and I go to school and it's sunny and I can go out. Everything is fine here only because of them. And that's why I really respect them. Really respect. And it's